2 with the bomb outside of long. Is this going to be a bit of a fake play with a util going into B and a late long burst? The question is, are FaZe pulled out of this pit setup? It's actually aggression from Rain, and it's perfect. He drops the bomb with the first kill. Flash is good. Rain doubles up. The bomb is in the open, and whatever MIBR had up their sleeve, well, it's been spilled all over the ground.
Oh, yeah, it's a pretty one-sided little pistol round, isn't it? The flash is good to get Rain off the angle, but Olaf there to try and help. It's actually going to be Rain to steal all the glory in that pistol round. He picks it up along with Brokey at the very, very end.
What's going on though? Well,
you've only missed the pistol, so FaZe were able to pick that up. It was Rain, Brokey, and some support from Olaf to get that locked in. And so, you know, this is MIBR's map pick. I think there's you kind of caught up with everything that you've missed.
Nice. Oh. That was pretty nasty.
You know that hinge smoke in the door on mid doors? Yeah, that's really cool. They don't even go up cat with it. It just popped through the mid doors and split B very fast. So MIBR force a save from FaZe and take their first. FaZe know it's coming as well. They've cleared out tunnels, they've cleared out mid. It's pretty clear at this point. No smoke spam connecting. MIBR have crossed to the site and they picked up the first. Rain dead. Still a gun at Gandalf as well. Tucked in is Brokey, hoping for help. Nice play for Olaf with the flash from Kiebi. He finds one. Damage done, and Brokey has crept up from Gandalf. He could do a lot here. He could deny the plant. If MIBR try and rush it, but rushing is coming from Kiebi through the smoke with a deagle shot. Cold is going to be able to draw them in so well here for Brokey if they want to play it that way. If Cold doesn't just wait for the end of the round. Brokey playing first. Done the damage. Cold helps out. Low HP and finished off by Brokey. It's all on the scout of Yell. Really good round here for FaZe, and well, it's not over yet.
Ooh, Yell with that scout. Starting to get closer now, but it's Brokey on the other side, and the taps are in. Brokey closes it out. FaZe onto a second.
Definitely, but FaZe with 2 players at long ready to deal with this late lurk from Shiz. His timing is everything right now. How early does he want to push? The call is in, though. They know FaZe are definitely long because of this setup. But now, waiting on the cat is Danoko with a kill. All traded, though. FaZe moving up cat, and still Shiz yet to show his hand. Brokey is not falling for it, though. He's holding on, and now he's got the info. Even if they go elsewhere and try and hunt the site, just the presence of Shiz alone is going to be enough to keep FaZe occupied. Cold with a second. Bolt's pushed out into the open. He gets his kill, and he's stalling very well. Bolt's doubles it. 3 in the round, potentially here, as Olaf is the last to fall, and it's 4 for Bolts. As MIBR, they win that round.
Now they're going to go push mid for the B split. However, the long push is coming in at the same time, so maybe there's a timing possibly for Olafmeister and Rain to cause some problems. And there it is, the perfect timing, able to backstab Shiz and Cello, and that's the bomb down in mid. Now they're trying to defend with the Deegs. It's going to be very difficult, but they have a chance now.
Oh yeah, they got something all right. And here in the bottom of mid, things are getting a little bit chaotic. They get the bomb out of there, but look at this from Rain. He's coming through the tunnel. There's the first, waiting for the second. Pressured from mid and in the site, but Rain looking to lock it in. Bolts denies it right at the very end. And so that there is going to be the round.
No, I think I'm in the same boat as you guys, but
yeah.
Super familiar with the core of 4, you know, from Luminosity and so on. But yeah, it's otherwise an unknown quantity, and he's out of the round now, so we don't even have to worry about it.
Well, come back another time. Shiz will trade. Rain is gone, but a man trapped in the pit with a flash. No one's blinded. Cello's going to be boosted to kill him, but Olaf above the smoke spots it. He's still stuck here. It's kind of an awkward position to be in. They're trying to help him out, right? Brokey has the all punching the cross. Kiebi swings, and that's good assistance. Instead of getting him out, just put 2 in there. Then you're just fighting side by side, back to back. No one's getting close. 2 for Kiebi. Great hold as it's forced MIBR back.
Could be a problem. You've got coldzera to maybe find a timing. He might see some heads. There we go. And Bolts is not going to be able to be cognizant to that push. And that was a dangerous moment. And unfortunately, that makes life significantly more difficult for Yell. Trying to jiggle into the angle held by Brokey, the worst possible weapon to be up against there.
Doubling their weaponry in this round. Flashing through the doors and grouping for a B hit.
Oh, they just run straight in, and the pace has blindsided FaZe. Brokey, actually the man to get the kill, but he was brought down very, very low in the process. So this B site now locked in for MIBR. FaZe, do they want to give this a go? It's a 2-on-3, it's armorless players, so you hope they can get back into it. But already this is a good round for MIBR. It could be about to get even sweeter if somehow they get this one past the keeper. Ooh, AK onto Danico. Flashing through the window, but it's dodged by Cello. And so together they're able to lock that in. That is a hero AK round.
Yeah, be on a rifle, but pistols elsewhere, and MIBR grouping 5 on the cat side. Rain caught as they walk the smoke. Brokey looking for headshots and nothing less. Tag to Danico finishes the job, but they are crossing, they are getting closer, and he can't really see thanks to the fire dropped on his sight. Nade to follow. Brokey anymore. Kevy's found a kill. This could still be won by FaZe on the eco, but Bolts and Yell stabilize with a frag apiece and put things up a man.
Yeah, it's looking quite good.
He will live to fight another day. Cat play instead for MIBR at the 32nd mark.
Well, this is looking really good in terms of the positioning here onto that B side. Their push is coming through CT already. Oh, that's unfortunate. Danico unable to hold off any of these defenders trying to rotate through CT. And looks like the B defense is actually doing a decent job in delaying. That's going to be some assistance now coming in from that A site. And indeed, all the fights are able to take down Yell. That's the bomb down on the ground by the doors of B. And Bolts has got no friends left to help.
That's a great read, like great awareness from FaZe in terms of MIBR for a second, looking like they wanted to split A, but Olof gets out along alive. He calls that's not coming through. Yeah, when a team is destroying in a local region that isn't one of the main two in like Europe or NA, you always want to see them go abroad and face top-tier opposition. Well, that was certainly the case. They were barely losing maps in Brazil, but on top of that, these players are already proven at the top level, so we know they can do it. There's no question about it. And here they are, beating up on FaZe, looking for double digits at the end of the half. It might be within reach. 3-on-3, Brokey alone. He's being pinched from long and short. Can he try and find a quick kill? Oh, he's over to Cat. Right now, the AWP is posted. A nice shot from Brokey, beasting on the A-bomb site with that AWP. And that will save FaZe's bacon. 6.5.
You're going to read into that as the A player, especially in the pistol. Like, no one's going to be throwing this kind of fake your way in the pistol round, or at least that's what you're hoping MIBR tell themselves if they're a FaZe fan. However, they spot the players getting in towards B, and now the rotations are coming in. This is where we need FaZe to be pretty flawless in this B execute, because they're going to be outnumbered here on this push. And that there is the bomb getting dropped. That is the polar opposite of what we needed. Suddenly these players that were selling the fake are having to come in and mop up these rotations from MIBR. Not going to be easy, but Olaf makes it look that way. Danico not ready for the player back in T-spawn, and that's Cold Zera. Ready to slip the knife in the back. Oh, tap down. Don't want to let him get a second, and Cold will come in and save the day just in time, but there's no time for the plant. Bolts, oh, he just needs to stay alive, but he's right in the sight. He's not made it easy for himself. He's dropped the bomb, and he's hidden away. That is a disaster for FaZe. My, oh my. Oh, it's all gone wrong for FaZe Clan.
Yeah, corner smoke denies a lot of info. MIBR go back to the site, so they go back to the fight as FaZe are going to fall into the spawn, chasing his Rain, somehow nailing Yell to the wall. Good trade work, but FaZe is still making this interesting with the pistols, and Cold is coming in on a mid-flank. Shuz, does he check it? Oh, the tech lets him down, and the jump, denying the plant with seconds to spare. Oh, Danico dancing.
There's a timing here for FaZe actually to get that B split on. MIBR have played 4 players towards the A side of the map right now. They don't have info mid. Look how deep Brokey is, and they had no idea that so much progress had been made in mid. And now here comes that reaction. The B split, the smokes and Molotovs drop to prevent help, to now what is just a lonely Cello on the site, and he is stuck between 2 angles, and there's no way out of that one. And speaking of which, MIBR, there may be no way out of this situation as they fall back to save their guns and
can drop one over, and that's how they're going to have to cobble the buy together. But they'll have everything they need, right? They'll have rifles on everyone. You know, they'll get utility repurchased up on the players that aren't dropping.
towards Catwalk as well at the beginning of the round. But one of the things that's great about how FaZe are playing, as you can see, is they're defaulting out. So you really don't know what's going on here. Beautiful lower dark aggression, though. And that's going to get some information. However, the cost is huge. If FaZe play this well, they've got a minute and a half to play this advantage. Pressuring long, forcing MIBR off. There's 2 players of the 3 that remain here. And this might be MIBR back in the game if they can find more frags from this position. But it looks like Yell can't eke out that extra kill that could make all the difference. But Bolts, he's created a 1v1, and it's not going to work out for him, unfortunately. But that was a noble attempt.
And FaZe, they throw in all this utility, but now they go back. Now they head in towards the bottom of mid, trying to split this B bomb site. Danico going to get the information at the very, very least, and now we need to see the adjustments from MIBR. They have to start rotating players down. Mid is smoked, but they can get there. They can be ready to retake. Danico not up to the task of holding on to B. And MIBR, they actually decided to save very, very early on in that round. You know, we still had Danico fighting over in the B site, but the round was actually already decided. Like, he would have had to have done something unreal to tempt MIBR back into that. They had their player that pushed the long doors. He was just kind of hanging out over towards T-spawn, gone down now, of course. And now it gets real interesting, right? Because now it's FaZe setting the pace. It's them getting comfortable. MIBR are the ones having to come up with solutions thus far. They haven't been able to figure anything out.
The push is going to be coming in through mid. They will smoke Yell off, so it's unlikely he'll get any picks through that smoke. We'll have to see. But push will come through into the B defense. However, unfortunately for FaZe, MIBR have a good pace to this. They have position. However, looks like Kirby will find Bolts, which is a pretty big frag. However, they're kind of stuck outside the B site at this point, and the bomb is alone in the tons, so they're struggling to find a way to get onto that plant. 30 seconds, they can reset here. They're actually able to with that smoke that's on the CT ramp. They could try to get out of these positions, but it is going to, in fact, just be Cold up Catwalk by himself. 20 seconds. He has no choice but to charge down the site, and he's got to get the correct guess here. There is a CT here somewhere. He knows it, but he's got to figure it out very quickly. And unfortunately, he might not have time for this. He's going to commit to the plant. Yell shot another shot. He might actually get the bomb down. There's a chance here for Cold Zero now, and he gets the headshot. That is not supposed to happen. Yell is having an awful game, and it's such a heartbreak for him. But for Cold Zero, it could be a huge moment for FaZe.
Oh, Cole trying to show these Brazilian boys how it's done back in his time. There's the flick to long. Missed shot first time around. The Deegs are in. And it's so damn close. But Danico there at the very, very end. You know, it's one of those moments where you can almost feel the frustration, right? Yell's saying, like, yeah, I know that wasn't right. I want to just get this locked in, and he couldn't. Now we have this rush into B. Good damage from Cello, and there's Yell, finally, with the step-up. Collateral on the AWP. He's cut down this offensive and another. Talk about an immediate redemption arc for Yell, right? From almost throwing away that previous round to saving this one. And that's a bit more of an insight into what we're expecting from him. Usually he delivers to such a good level. And so a bit more like that might make things way easier for MIBR.
MIBR aren't moving off of B either. 2-2 split right now. They've seen nothing. They know that FaZe could have hit a timing through spawn and come back to B, but that doesn't look like the play, and Yell's about to figure out the hard way.
Oh, that is just gross there. Straight in Yell's face. Adding insult to injury, they'll charge up the ramp. It's Bolts who's got to defend here. That's a great defense so far. 2 quick kills, makes it look effortless, and now it's down to Brokey. Oh, that's a nice flick, but that's all it will be for FaZe. 15-13. MIBR looking like they're finding their feet.
Yeah, this Shiz engagement here could be the thing that kind of makes or breaks this round for FaZe. They need it, and they don't get it. The trade doesn't come in either. Olaf is waiting patiently with the backstab, and there it is. While that's happened, the A site falls into the hands of FaZe. Danico and Cello left up. Now just Cello. And all he is the sound of silence right now. And a player even wrapping in through T-spawn. Cello, it's not safe, mate. Gun out, shot in the back, and there it is. Olaf reaping the reward of that late long play.
Which really doesn't help. Rain even brought a scout just to shoot through the smoke. Look at the upper push. There's 2 players. There's 4 in the tunnels. Kiabi holding on, deals with one of them. Olaf in the spawn has a great position to find more, and they don't even see the other 2. Now, is that a bait for FaZe? Do they run in expectation that B is clear, or at least undefended? Kiabi's fiddling with nades, and he gets taken down, and now they realize, okay, B wasn't free. It was by design. It was a bait. That kill could have been everything for Yell, but he's had to escape and run from this AWP. Brokey posted once again right now, and OT certainly looks likely.
Yeah, MIBR not wanting to take any of those straight up fights, you know, not wanting to dig this hole deeper, but in doing so, they give up the A site. And it all falls onto Yell in the 1v3. Really not looking good for him. FaZe about to get it over the line to overtime as we roll this clock back again.
Danico looks poised and ready. He needs to be. He's alone right now. This is going to be very difficult. Trying to use the smoke there to keep himself safe. Oh, Shiz! Straight from the doors. Great angle found. And that makes all the difference here. Danico still holding on at the back of the site. They haven't dealt with him yet, thanks to Shiz's efforts. And for the first round of overtime here, it's looking fantastic for MIBR. Olaf needs a really crazy result here, but it's not going to happen. Just totally shut down.
He's got a lot on his plate, and he doesn't even know about it. They could pop a flash here as well. The molly's going through. He's going to get caught with nades. Rain shot in the back. They do check the corner. Shiz doubles again with the bomb at his feet. MIBR running over this map right now. Brokey is going to trade, but they're still down a man.
Walking up Cat, there's the pop flash. Bolts could get flashed in. There it is, and that's a fantastic result. Sees the bomb, gets the kill. Couldn't have gone better.
Even lives to tell the tale. Oh, that flag! The transfer. What control from Danico.
However, they do have issues there. They do need to gain ground. They've got to get kills. The smoke going down there on the site will help them in their defense, blocking off some vision from those long players of MIBR in this retake. But they've got to find some frags. Oh no, that could have been a very much needed frag, but Brokey is still on the site at the very least, looking for more. Oh, another whiff, but his teammates are delivering. Olafmeister with a double. Time is of the essence now. It's really ticking down. It's up to Brokey against 3 players. Pistol out, but no time for him. It's a time for MIBR on this defuse. It's going to be real tight, but just about in the nick of time. Yell has the defuse. Couldn't have been much closer than that one. Now, FaZe should be able to sense their presence on Catwalk. They have to take Cat at this point. FaZe know it. Here comes the play. Is there a flash? How do they handle this? A 2-man setup, looking for the bait. Flash from the T side. MIBR looking strong on this Cat push. And that's a huge issue now. Cello makes it worse. And FaZe not in a good spot here, gents.
No, Yell might have just closed the map with a slow start, but a strong finish. He's found 2. Bolts is looking for a double as well. One player eluding him going long, but he knows this AWP is here. Bye, Cold. Thanks for coming. Kiabi's gone as well, and it's MIBR to find their first, take their map pick in this series, and style on FaZe with a flawless overtime. Keep that in mind as well.
Ooh, all the way through Arch. Going for that wrap. This, and in fact, MIBR actually set up really nicely for this. The bait from Yell, but they were not buying it. Oh, Yell, there we go. That's what you want to see. Great start to begin with, but it's not over. Maybe it is. Yell still popping heads. Finally dealt with by Cold. However, it falls into a 2v2, so it's still already anyone's game at this point. The bomb is down, and looks like it's going to be collected. Great work from Cold. And they don't seem to know exactly where Shiz is, but now they know. And he surely sees the bomb, but maybe a little bit too late. Now Yell will be quite keen, maybe creating some distraction from Danico's position, but they'll hear that connection. That's why the grenade's thrown like that. But still somehow they're not able to get the kills. This is looking dangerous. Danico finally taken out, but it's been so labored and they've lost so much. Recovery on the way, but Yell, he is really popping off with these pistols so far on Inferno. It looks like a completely different player versus Dust 2, and these Deagles are savage. The work that they've been doing, leaving Olafmeister in a desperate position. That's not the gun you want. That's the one you want. What Cello has, the headshot from him to end the round in decisive fashion.
This time the Deag not going to find anything. Not right away, at least. Danico still patiently waiting in this corner. Hasn't given up his position yet. And there's the turnaround from Rain. Deeg getting up in the face of MIBR. Top mid control now taken. And this round kind of hanging in the balance a little awkwardly so. FaZe with the map control they were looking for. But MIBR have got 3 players here still. And into the MP9 they run. Shuz with the first. Deagle out for Yell as he's trying to nail them from afar. No bomb plant today, as it's just Olof again, left in an undoable clutch. Now with 3 players so low, these SMGs might be in prime position to get away with more than perhaps they should be allowed. They've been baited into Danico. He's lost his teammate, so it is just him left inside of this site. He's got to buy time now, because MIBR have got 3 on B. And with him falling, they're now in a 3-on-3 retake inside of this A site. A little bit of a rough spot, so what was looking dire for FaZe has ended up going in their favor. Thanks to that slowdown, it led to MIBR overcompensating, and they're actually saving. They've got Cello here, but the other 2 aren't leaving B. The rotations are just going to take too long to come in. And so they've said to Cello, yeah, man, have a little look if you want. And he might wish he never did. Didn't like what he saw.
In a multitude of ways. You know, firstly, they're representing a really huge A push when they didn't ever detect any kind of push on Banana. So
the Bolts and Cello waiting in the site. First rotate will be coming from the long side. And it will be needed. Wow.
Oh my word. MIBR, they don't need the rotation. They just lock it in between the 2 of them.
And Rob's just destroyed from this position. It took Spars an entire game to figure out how to get him out of this spot. And yeah, you're at bare minimum, you'd like to think you're always good for a 1-for-1 there. And he's been getting traded a lot, but honestly, 1-for-1s with Yell also AWPing long in lots of these rounds. It's not like you've been giving a pathway into CT for FaZe. They know that smoke will fade and they can't replenish it. And Kiebi's hoping he can get a kill before his team drop into the site.
real magic here. Someone to make a misstep, but already FaZe are well positioned and they are being quite disciplined. Forcing Bolts to go so deep that he's in a crossfire. Kirby simply has to untap the crouch button. And there we go. Nice shot from Kirby. He's going to finish off everybody.
4 players here, back to the cubby, and yeah, FaZe are aware of it this time. The molly goes in for cold. It's going to force Danico out. Will he try and be sneaky and with the smoke timing get back in the molly? It's lucky he didn't, because they pushed the smoke and he takes a kill, giving up the archway and playing the spawn. Now FaZe can wrap A. Shiz is between a rock and a hard play. He's trapped on the top. He gets one. Danico pushes in through long, but Brokey's holding with the AWP, and FaZe's reaction here is very good. They may have lost the bomb, but they've retrieved it and taken it into the site. Bolts cannot deny the plant, and he's going to get there just a second too late. Double peaked, and Olof covers the planter. Cello.
Rain just doesn't have to peek, and Olof is constantly drawing the attention in. Now what that's probably going to do for Cello is convince him that there's a site crossfire as well, because that's really, really common with this pit player. They also know that that's where Rain was. Look, he's so concentrated on the site that he's just not ready for Rain being up in the graveyard. So great bit of repositioning there and kind of...
And hoping MIBR make an aggressive move, make a mistake. You see Kiebi's looking into the wall. He's hoping for a flash so he can turn on it. Danico on the boost. Rain does pick up his teammate. Danico has to drop, but he has been so good. Only good for one in this round. And now Yell with the AWP has to do something sublime. That's a start. With no trade potential, they're going to try and avoid the AWP and go B with the bomb. Bolts is here on his lonesome.
Oh, 30 seconds as they go in. Bolts trying to play to deny this bomb plant by the looks of things. Waiting on the other side of this smoke. Oh, the timing's looking good. But they just missed it as they get behind the fountain. Does get one at the very, very least. Leaves Yell in a spot where he certainly can try and give this a go. It's Brokey that's the real threat. I think Kirby here just to draw them in. There's the first shot, and oh, Yell with the follow-up. That is lovely. You'll take that all day long.
But it's completely committed, so it all falls on him if they clear this to just get the kills. Oh no, absolutely nothing from that one.
Whew. Yell still hit his shot at B at least. He's called for help. Bolts is on rotation, but FaZe, it's all a ruse. They were taking along anyway, and they've walked the smoke. Bolts is late, but he's at least been given a warning sign. Rain on long. Now they know. Shuz and Daniko dropping the smoke, and a shotgun from the site spamming away at range. Takes out Rain, and with the bomb loose, this is surely an MIBR round. He just has to bait and draw in attention for Shuz to get the kills on the cross. Will go wide, and that will cost him. Olaf gets one, but it's traded. And MIBR still a chance to win the half.
It gives MIBR a lot to work with, and now we have a huge pace change from FaZe, who are just charging into this A site, go for the split, straight into the auto shotgun again. And it's looking pretty rough here for FaZe. Three versus, whoa, I don't know where those cracks even came from.
Blink and you miss it. Can't save today, Yell, and they're not behind you either. Ah dear, the penny dropping, and the time is stopping as Yell's just got to hold that W key, and he gets triple peaked. So FaZe, they win the half.
I was going to say, yeah, that was psyching me out as well, Dan. I was thinking, is this live? And then I realized, oh wait, they're on the same team. Right, it's all good. That was just a little test to keep everyone on their toes, make sure we're tuned in. And all right. Olaf Meister giving us something vintage. I was hoping he was going to get a little bit more, really put the nail in, but instead it's all mopped up by Rain and Olaf.
MIBR going into top mids, and they could just execute on the site as far as, you know, for all FaZe knows. So FaZe need that info. They're going for it right now, top banana, they're retaking it, and it's perfect timing too.
Oh, that felt like a collateral waiting to happen, but somehow they've dealt with everyone here at B. There's still one man left, actually. It's Olaf with the swing, with the lineup. Oh, Olaf Meister gets it locked in at the B-bomb site. My, oh my, Shuz, last man alive. 1v2 to find, and Olaf, King Olaf over here, not wanting to give up an inch of ground. You ain't dethroning this guy today. He's juked the hell out of you.
They could be good. Pretty underwhelming. Flash to follow, and in comes the drop. The double nade will do it this time around, with Kiebi gone in the pits, hiding with an in the sight. That's what you get for it. Shuz chases him down, and this is now a very scary round for FaZe. 5-on-3, Cello lurking, missing that though. Getting caught by Cold will spur FaZe on for the retake, but this AWP in the post plant could be so dangerous.
I tell you what, I doubt FaZe was super interested until they got that kill onto Cello. He was trying to leave, actually. He didn't want to be there. Just playing the numbers game would have been enough to win you this round, and luckily enough, right, the rest of MIBR are there to hold down the bomb site. Olaf, you're going to give us another big clip here, bud, as they do start to pressure him. Olaf holds on to the M4, just won't give anything over. This is actually really impeccable form out of Olaf, amazingly. Like, we're getting to see him in his element. That's because concealed in it is actually Cello. They don't know about him. They don't know that he's that deep. Kiebi, meanwhile, locked in a fight in the apartments, isn't able to win it. And now Cello, faster than FaZe were ready for, out towards the top of B, can't get anything done. That was his big opportunity. That was his chance to open up the B site. Now it falls to the rest of his team to try and pick up the pieces. And FaZe, rightfully so, they just decide to play retake here. They're not in the business of fighting this. They're going to let that bomb go down, boost up, and try to deny it. Well, not deny it, but catch the planter. And that doesn't work. It actually leads to Olaf falling. So now we're into a 3-on-3 retake, and you actually have Yell waiting at Banana to catch this rotation. And with that kill coming in onto coldzera, it's the save for FaZe Clan. This ties back into that money conversation we were just having.
That's pretty rough. It's pretty rough.
Yeah, I mean, you know, when all else fails, try the B hit. Oh, that's a little bit of a problem. Rain was hoping to drop that in Sentry and force MIBR to run through it, but it accidentally gets extinguished in the smoke. So instead, Olaf has got to do it all from the back of the site. They're planting the bomb and he can't deny it, but he's still here. He's trapped in their cage, but don't worry, the rest of his team are coming in to bail him out. And there it is. Great stuff from FaZe to keep that site in check.
Yeah, FaZe were 4A, and then when they get that pick, they go back into just standard setups. They know that the predictable play here is to be execute, and so MIBR don't want to fall into what is too obvious. That being said, the alternative is the stack. Olof with the swing, with 2, and the bomb dropped as well. Olof has just won this game for FaZe Clan. It feels like so much impact and cold closing. 14-12 FaZe. Kiebi regressing. Oh my, this is big. Can he catch players with nades out? Are they ready for this position? No! The spray from Kiebi is good for 1 and a bit of damage. coldzera finishes the job onto another player and finds the bomb at his feet. 20 seconds and 1v3 for the AWP. This should be done. He's saving. He's letting them go past at this point. Here's the footsteps and doesn't want to take a shot. Not until he can guarantee he can escape. That is it. 15 rounds to FaZe. Map 3. Not locked in. Looking likely.
Kirby's already rotating towards B, so it feels like somehow FaZe understand this. They have the tell somehow.
And his contact is just a smoke flash. In they go. Kiebi cornered down by the utility, but Olof is still here and fighting for his life. 2 kills, more than you could ask for. A gap in the smoke, but Kiebi shot through the full-fledged edge. The bomb's secured, but not the plant. 3v3. It's a retake round for FaZe to close the map.
All 3 positions anyway. Yeah, almost caught there, getting a Molotov of his own in. Now, he could have saved that for the defuse. He's used it early instead to try and slow down this retake, try and waste even more time. Bolts needs help, and there it is from Shuz. Yell with another, and suddenly it's all on to Brokey. That is a nice little post plant from MIBR. The missed Molotov coming back to hurt FaZe as well. You know, leaves them guessing as to where Bolts might be, and yeah, he dies with the bomb, but money is not the problem for MIBR. They're sorted, they're fine.
He's not going far, so he will again be able to throw in that molly, spam the smoke, provide some assistance as MIBR go with 20 seconds. Brokey is the first to die. Rain can trade, but they've got to get this plant.
Ooh, bomb dropped, Rain buying time, and it all comes down to that. And now, with the kill, they need to get the bomb planted. They've got 7 seconds. coldzera trying to deny it, but he can't. And so with seconds to spare, the lifeline is in for MIBR. Kiebi all alone does have the drop on Yell. Yell's got no idea. Blindsided by the Famous. Still in with a chance of FaZe. Kiebi trying to get them over this finish line. He spots 1 man on the pillar, but Bolts holds his own. 1 HP the difference.
So labored, so difficult. BR trying to make their way in inch by inch. Cello, that's a good opening, but there's a response in kind. Oh, Bolts finds 2 out of nothing, and just like that, bomb down. Kirby and Brokey make their way through CT to try to contest this, but there is enough time for Bolts to get some additional positioning. Yell as well towards Banana with that AWP scoped in, also ready. And the steps are heard. Brokey, or rather Bolts knows what's coming. Brokey is the last man. He's going to be stuck in a crossfire here. Yell waiting for the perfect moment to peek. There's the shot. Brokey can't make it happen. And that is a much needed round from MIBR. And Bolts, what an incredible spot he found himself in.
Shuz going to get out of there. MIBR falling back into one of these B plays. I mean, B has been very, very successful for them.
20 seconds.
And Molly wasting time off the clock, and that's going to leave MIBR feeling pressured. Olof with the swing. There's the first. Can he get any more? Another for Olof. Oh, maybe a little bit more from him. The AWPs light up the server.
Here's a drop-off Balk as well. That's big info. Oh, Brokey scoped up. The AWP's moving in. Yell's got a shot. He surely can't escape. That is ridiculous. Brokey moving up to try and get anything done, eat some damage off of the HEs. Yell is still here in the site, and he's got crossfire from the pit as well, but they're running him down. The Org saving the day. Danico, he's been great with his gun, but he's now all that stands between FaZe and a bomb plant. Maybe even another round as Brokey no-scopes him on the box. It's a 2-on-2. The bomb planted, and although FaZe have low health, they are very much in this round.
I hope a chance of FaZe to reach map point and take this to a 3rd. And it's hinging now on Olof and Brokey. There's the peak to Brokey. He's isolated, but he's still good for the swing. Cello, oh, he's seen Olof over towards short. Olaf getting a bit of chip damage, and now this makes it a lot harder for Cello. What's he going to do? Tries to get on the bomb. He didn't want the AWP. It wasn't the intention, I don't think. And a missed shot there. Oh, the USP.
Phil.
The pistol whip to delete Olaf Meister, and MIBR on to 17.
Oh my.
And look at this. Yell's about to peek Banana. He's been set up here alone. This frees up 2 more players to rotate round for MIBR and reinforce this A site hold. This is dangerous now for FaZe. They don't know it, but they're walking into the stack.
We'll get some initial trades coming through here in favor of MIBR, but pretty neck and neck for now. Leaving it to Brokey, though. Hits a... Oh, actually missed that one. It doesn't really matter, but as you say, really smart from MIBR.
But Yao is really not giving away a kill. He's playing this masterfully. Finally, FaZe flipping the bird, smoke him off, and split the site.
Oh, Rain with a nice tap, and now things get real claustrophobic here. Inside of the A site, it's left into a 3-on-4 retake, double overtime, very much on the cards now more than ever. Hey, it's good to Kirby. Do they have another? No, they don't. They throw in a smoke to try and facilitate this push, but Kirby's still a threat. Kirby is still a problem. Cold Zera back of the site, and there it is. Kirby with the late peak, double overtime locked in, ladies and gentlemen. The game, as they go back to collect the bomb from bottom mid, they now rejoin their teammates in the top of Banana, making this push happen. Boost up for Bolts to try and spot over the top, but Kirby's going to check it. Cello needs to put on a bit of a show, and he can't. Brokey cancels him out, and it's a 2-on-3 retake for MIBR. Things are looking good for FaZe here. The only worry is Kirby, low on HP, could give up the 2v2. But it's not a worry yet.
Boost where you can. That smoke ain't gonna last forever. Send the AWP up, but look who's watching, waiting. Kirby dead off the top. That's a fast shot for Yell. Shiz can flash him in from the coffin side. Brokey's holding though. Is the flash gonna really affect him at this range? No, it lands short. Shiz with 1. Damage done to Brokey, but he's got to clear close, and he checks the wrong side. Nice pre-fire, but Olaf is tucked and there's just no time. And Shiz doesn't even know if he did, maybe there was a chance. He has to bail on his rotate. FaZe able to execute into a 4-on-2 into that B-bomb site, and they just win it out. So, yeah, that's a bit of a shame, and it's going to get worse for MIBR. Boy, oh boy, is it going to get worse. 2 picks early, FaZe finding their 3rd by the looks.
Oh, it's brutal. The humanity of it all. FaZe about to go flawless in this first half of overtime. And there it is. It's looking like a lock-in here. Bolts all alone.
Yeah. I mean, if he was able to do it, it's one for the history books, that's for sure. But he is getting hunted. They know precisely where he is. Not even going to get the ability to fire his gun.
Ooh, flashes.
Setting up. You do it, Harry. Get in there.
Yeah, no, man, I got it. I'm feeling it. Here we go. Danico, back of the site. It's actually Bolts to steal it away. A lot more where that came from, though, Danico, and he shrunk himself down. There's the swing. There's the lineup. And now just Olaf, he's on the bomb, but he's not going to get any heroics today. He's not earning another graffiti for sticking a defuse. That there is 20 on the board for MIBR.
Both players can disengage and not commit to fights if it's a BXEG. And on the A side of things, they are very far back. 2-man pit setup. So FaZe not putting a single thing to chances. This push is gearing up. And as it looks ready to go, oh, that's stunning! What an entry! But the response is just as good from Cold, and he is not done just yet. It may, in fact, it is dead in the water here for MIBR. Finally, we have a winner, and it's FaZe.
That is unbelievable, and yeah, congratulations. They're going to be a bit worn out after that one, I can imagine. Kirby's already out of there, as you can see.
And you guys were just talking about Danico. Looks like he's got some action on his hands.
Yeah, he does, right? He's got the ghost out. Spike's moving in through the apartments, and Danico. It's a little bit ugly. There's only a couple of bullets left in that USP, and he's gone. Bolts gets shot in the back of the head as well, and you're down to 2 here if you're MIBR. You're looking for this retake, but for that to happen, FaZe are going to have to make some pretty grave errors, and speaking of graves, Shuz has dug a couple just there. 2 on the board now to propel them into this one. Oh, look at them go. There's Shuz out of the round, and now we're looking at Cello. Got to be like music to their ears as he takes out Olaf just onto Cold, but this man, we know him as the myth and the beast, up in the apartments, creeping forward. Cello gets cancelled on the defuse, and FaZe find the pistol.
This could be dangerous if Yell especially gets the kill early. Oh, there it is. And there's going to be time for his teammates to rotate. They're going to know exactly what that means. The entire rotation begins, and FaZe are in a tough spot here. They have to go for it, though. Let's see what they can make of it.
Yeah, quick pick for Olaf, but they're flooding out the market one by one. Good trade work so far, but now Cold is stuck in the site alone. Oh, they're facing him one by one. They're giving him the duels he wants, and Bolts is a shot from death. This has crumbled for MIBR. The only precious factor is time. Cold does not have a lot of it, and he's hunting the kill. No way. He's been played. Bolts jumps out, and he hits the shot as well. That should never be an MIBR round, but Cold, man's got smokes. But yeah, these players pushing underpass, and from B, if you go to like Edward and you flash above the apartments, you can blind the player, the T players waiting at the top of underpass stairs, and yeah, obviously take them down with the underpush. 2 Glock kills in this round. Weird stuff. Not a worry, as MIBR clean sweep the eco and take a 3-1 lead. So, oh, spotted on short. Molly pushes Cello up into the ladder room. Rain's not watching though, and Cello, he gets to double, finding 2 kills up the cat side. FaZe still committing towards B though. It's all they've really got. They were relying on that short play to work, and now that it hasn't, they're just stuck in the apartments. I like the idea of going back to cat instead of just splitting, you know, losing your cat players and then just diving out the apartments. But unfortunately for them, Cello's on for the ace right now with 4 out of 5. Olaf coming late through T-spawn, and he's not wanting to give it away, but he might not have a choice in the matter. Cello is here to stay. 4-1 for MIBR. Great ace for Cello.
Well, they got this mid control that they wanted. This time it's going to be this con crunch into the A-bomb site. They've already lost one of these connector players. Oh, make that 2 connector players, and oh, now all 3 connector players out of the round. It is an absolute mowdown for MIBR. Oh, Cold's been tagged on the peak.
That might be the opening FaZe need as they look to split this A site.
Ooh, fast through the smoke. Yeah, B, Rain, Olaf, everyone's here to play, and there's just too many targets for Bolts. He's not got a problem though, picks up both. Man drops into the sandwich. That could have been another headshot. He's the only one here, joined swiftly by Yell in the spawn with the AWP. Post up. They don't plant default, they fall back for the jungle and con. They've got lots of room to move in the post plant, and Brokey picks up one jumping up. It's the AWP, As FaZe wait willingly. Pressure is on Yell, and no one else. He's got to dive in, dodges the first shot. Trying to find that 3rd man deep in the jungle. Post for the headshot, but Olaf kills him through the gap, and FaZe find their 2nd. It was about time. Nice coordination on that split, though.
And they've kind of thrown these smokes almost on like a timing, right? The one in window's going to fade first, so you use it like a doorway, or at least you would if Yell didn't just slam you in it. Kirby's out of the round. Cold, once again, on his app shit again, as he tries to make a play happen into the A site. It's actually gone a bit back and forth, but the bomb is dropped over here in connector. Olaf out into the open, in with a 2nd, and now it's all left onto him in the 1v2. Olaf Meister, not today, not now. It's 8 on the board for MIBR.
And again, still nothing really crazy from MIBR. Faster pace into the apartments here from FaZe, though, looking to get a really quick split on the go. And again, we got the 3-man setup on the B site, so MIBR will have everything they need to defend this. Danico turning his attention to Abs. Oh, the timing's not good for him, though. Right, Rain runs straight through that one. Trade through. Yell might have to do some crazy stuff there, but Bolts is going to hold things down all by himself. 3 kills, and FaZe, they can't even set foot on the site. At the moment, MIBR don't have this info. We'll get a peek in mid from Bolts to try to figure out what's going on. I don't know that he'll get much info there. There is obviously one man in mid who will get taken down. Just with just a great timing. He just caught that play before it could get going, and man, they just keep getting pipped at the post here, FaZe, in terms of the plays that they're trying to make. MIBR just get ahead of them. And that's not how it's supposed to go, but it's just great read on great read. Getting off to a start here with heavy mid presence and a very fast pace at that. There is, oh, Yell is actually quite ready here on the catwalk position. He's not smoked off. He's going to get a freebie there onto Brokey. He's going to go back to the well. However, no idea that Rain was in that position. Caught off guard entirely. So 3 versus 4. And things get worse here for the Brazilians. This is exactly what FaZe needed. And at this point, FaZe just have to play smart play together, or not, and they're good to go. And it might be better just to kind of play in positions that allow you to react safely. That's the spot that they're in, but they don't have forewarning as to what's coming, which is this A push. Cello is in a spot where if he finds a timing, if they don't check for this, he can make something happen here. In the distraction, Cello takes down 1, Shiz with 2, just every FaZe player caught looking the wrong way. And there you go, MIBR eking out 1 extra round at the end of the half for an 11-4 finish. It's strong here, and they need to find some form of rejuvenation. But MIBR off to a violent start here with a quick B attack.
Oh, Olaf. Don't love it. He's already been dinked by the Glock, but coldzera delivering from the short side has given them hope. He's given them something to hold on to as he's trying to hold on himself. MIBR finally shake off coldzera, but there's more where that came from. A couple more for Shuz, and this is down to the 2v2. Both players for FaZe inside of the site, and for Yell, that is bad news. He tries to deal with the first, but he can't quite get over the hurdle. There is Rain, the pain with those pistols. This is really where you can kind of set it apart and get ahead of it before it becomes a huge problem that's right in your face. Look at this. They're just running straight in. Olaf's a bit surprised. He's like, what the? Why are they just running at me? And they run him down. coldzera, though, not missing a beat again from the short side, has kept it in the advantage of FaZe. There is this late mid lurk from Bolts that can deal with Cold over at the short side, but he's repositioned. He's pushed through the smoke and is going on the offensive. Bolts will catch him on his journey. Now they know about this short player. They lose Yell back inside of the site, and it's left to Bolts with a pretty rough 1v3, tagged by the scout, brought down low, the walk-in wounded. Minute left on the clock, and that's him out of the round. FaZe.
For FaZe, just getting some info there, and they don't see that there's too much going on. There's that pressure on B-Apps once again, which may pull players there, but here is the real attack here towards the safe site. Hello, coldzera, he's not on the B side anymore. He's owning everybody here on the entrance of A. And at this point, yeah, I might just have to try to save this orb. They will have a decent loss bonus. They can buy around it if he is to save it. And I don't think that he wants to really offer it up either to FaZe, but maybe he has no choice.
There's just so much time on the clock, even saving would well be boring, but also you feel like you get surrounded by FaZe, they figure out where you are. Do they want to contact? Oh, they're already out. Missed shot, though, from Brokey. It's at least the info. Cold can rotate. It feels pretty clear that this looks like an A play, and now more players filter out of the Palace. Plant in. Shiz up close. Are they going to flash him through? Bolts could. There it is. Popped. And Shiz, oh, he can't see the player close. He doesn't know that Yell's even deeper as well. Now he's heard 2 guns fire off. There should be the knowledge, and Brokey does trade. That's a good kill from him, but he's low in the process. Default plant. And Palace in the post, not the best position, but it's a very hard one for FaZe to clear out. They do have a smoke, that being said, but they don't have the time. They need to get on this bomb now.
Oh, yeah, that's just... the time is the problem, isn't it? And then, you know, factor in that you've got to go...
So it's not going to happen, but I feel like you right-click it here, where they are right now in this corner, and it could cause problems. Now another B play. That's a nice shot for Olaf. It's a retake setup, not an easy one on B, but it is when you kill everyone before they get to the site. Olaf looking for 3, and he might just have it. Great shots for Olaf. He keeps it up. It was a beast back on Inferno.
still not done yet. You're not out of the woods if you're FaZe, as it were. They're coming in on this retake. And they are whittling down the 2 players in the site now. Just Yell with no HP to his name. Oh, but he's so damn quick! Yell, he might have made this doable after all. How on earth has he managed this? He's on for the ace, down to the 1v1. Just Kirby left to find. This should not have been possible. And it's Yell at the very end of things to lock it in. That might be clip of the tournament. Look at him go. Oh, that's despicable.
All of Olof's work in vain. All of this game in vain for FaZe, it feels like, if this goes the way of MIBR here and now. Push up on round 2 players, seconds checked, but Rain drops the bomb. Oh, he can't hold on. Shallow trades, and Shiz falling as well. But there's so many MIBR players filtering into this A site, all 5 running right in. 3 on 2, player close in the smoke, bolts flash through, he jumps over his head, and he finally takes down Olof. Oh, this is the saddest way for a game to end for FaZe, but MIBR, you can say nothing, but it's been well earned.
And crippled the money at the same time, just when FaZe felt like they had the groove and they felt some relief. And you go for the Palace push, it gets defended effortlessly by Bolt, still alive, of course, and now FaZe are in, as you say. Like, it's just really the worst way for them to end this game. It doesn't feel like there's anything left here for them. MIBR. Wow, it's just I think WoW is the only thing I can think of right now.
Wow. Like, so well earned. These guys are crazy. What a debut here in Europe for this team. Just destroying. And they put up a great fight versus Heroic. Well, this is one step ahead. MIBR 2-1 over FaZe Clan here. A new look Brazilian lineup taking down coldzera and Co to finish off their match.